Today we will discuss classification of data. When an investigator collects data for an investigation, these are just raw data. Raw data we have discussed. Raw data are not capable of offering any meaningful conclusion. Raw data are useless, meaningless. This is just like a lump of clay without any specific shape or identity. Data are to be organized before these are presented for final observations or conclusions. So let's start with the meaning of organization of data. Organization of data refers to the arrangement of figures in such a form that comparison of the mass of similar data may be facilitated and further analysis may be possible. Organization of data, it refers to the arrangement of figures over here, figures in such a form that comparison of the mass of a similar data may be facilitated and further analysis may be possible, like classification of data. It refers to the systematic arrangement of collected figures. Collected figures means raw data. When raw data are systematically arranged, that is organization of data. It means we have organized our raw data so that data becomes easy to understand and more convenient for further statistical treatment. Now, classification of data. The process of grouping data according to their characteristics, according to their features, is known as classification of data. An important method of organization of data is to distribute these into different classes on the basis of their characteristics. It involves conversion of raw data into statistical series in a manner that such that some common meaningful conclusions can be drawn out of them. For example, there are 200 families in your locality. You have collected data regarding their income, expenditure, education, religion, etc. But this data will be of little use unless you know how many families are educated and how many are uneducated. How many families earn an income exceeding rupees 5,000 per month and how many earn rupees 500 or less per month. In other words, in order to make the raw data meaningful, these must be classified on the basis of their different characteristics, like such as educated families, uneducated families, rich families, poor families. It means we have made division. We have made this division of each class. It means each such division of data is called class. And the process by which data is divided into different classes on the basis of their similarity or diversity is called classification. Classification is the process of arranging data into sequences and groups according to their common characteristics, of separating them into different but related parts. Now, one more meaning of classification of data, it is the process of arranging data into homogeneous groups. Basically, there are two words. First is homogeneous and second one is heterogeneous. Homogeneous means similar nature and heterogeneous means different nature. It is a process of arranging data into homogeneous groups according to their common characteristics. Raw data cannot be easily understood and it is not fit for further analysis. Why? Because they are useless, they are meaningless and interpretation also. This arrangement of data helps users in comparison and analysis. For example, the population of town can be grouped according to sex, age, marital status, etc. Method of arranging data into homogeneous classes according to some common features present in the data is called classification. Now, objectives of data classification. Primary objectives of data classification are to consolidate the volume of data in such a way that similarities and differences can be quickly understood. Here consolidate means to joining things, right? To consolidate the volume of data where similarities and differences can be quickly understood. Figures can consequently be ordered in a few sections holding common traits. Traits here features, characteristics. To aid comparison. Classification is done for the purpose of comparison. We can compare current data with the previous one so that we can make classification. To point out the important characteristics of the data at a flash. To give importance to the prominent data collected while separating the optional elements. To allow a statistical method of the material gathered. To simplify complex data. We can simplify complex data with the help of classification. Why? Because data are divided into groups. Each class is divided into group. So, it is very easy to simplify complex data in classification. To facilitate understanding, we can easily understand the concepts, the data involved in the classification. To facilitate comparison, we can easily make comparison with the previous one. To make analysis and interpretation easy, we can study our similar data or different data and can take correct action on the basis of that data. To arrange and put the data according to their common characteristics. Now, characteristics of good classification. First, comprehensiveness. In detail summary we can say. Let's discuss. Classification should cover all the items of the data where each and every information mentioned in the classification. In other words, it should be so comprehensive that it classifies all items in some group or class. Clarity. There should be no confusion of the placement of any data item in a group or class. That is, classification should be absolutely clear. It should be clear for our users who use that data which we have classified. Homogeneity means similar nature. The items within a specific group or class should be similar to each other. Suitability, the attribute or characteristics. Attributes we can say qualitative features, according to which classification is done, should agree with the purpose of classification. Stability, particular kind of investigation should be affected on the same set of classification. And the last, elastic, as the purpose of classification changes, one should be able to change the basis of classification, that should be flexible in nature. So, we have discussed today meaning, features and objectives of classification. Revise it. Thank you so much.